Hello. What was the result of your quiz? My result was a logician, INTP-T. My personality trait was 74% introverted, 55% intuitive, 67% thinking, 82% perspective, and 60% turbulent. Describe my personality trait according to the quiz. According to the quiz, I am analytic, curious thinker who is constantly trying to understand the world around me. I try to understand things by my logic rather than an established knowledge and emotion. I try to understand everything I come across at a deep level and develop some deep theories about it. Describe your personality according to you. I am an introverted person who prefers to be on their own most of the time. I keep calm and try to remain at peace with myself and others, usually just going with the flow and letting curiosity and interest lead. Do you agree or disagree with the results? For the most part, yes. Everything which is stated by the quiz was at least somewhat correct. Um, However, there is some inaccuracies with the specific terms, such as constantly exploring concepts. Many things interest me, but not everything I believe not everything should be known. So I set limits on my own curiosity. So in that regards, the quiz is inaccurate. Tell us your opinion about the article. Tell us 3 things that resonated with you. I am mostly discussing about what my personality in that section specifically stated. It feels like an utter lie. The first thing was saying that we are tough to convince. I am not at all. I very often change opinions. The second statement was that people should ask me probing questions. Please don't. I don't like probing questions unless they're necessary. I will eventually get tired of answering them if you keep on doing it. Third, and probably the worst point of them, is that I will feel defensive and misunderstood if being trying to convince about something or attacked. No, just no. I mean, if you're attacking, you're just gonna get ignored by everyone, I feel. But if you're trying to convince me, as long as it isn't something outrageous, such as a dolphin knowing how to jet ski, I will most likely pay attention and try to understand what you're trying to say. How will your personality influence your communication style? It just makes it hard for me to get my point across sometimes because overall, I'm a bit scatterbrained. It really doesn't help that I am not the most adept at social interactions in the first place, too. Tell us about how you like to communicate and give an example. I like casual conversation before the main conversation. It helps ease a bit of tension, and it feels I feel it tells me a bit about the other individual, which helps me modify my communication ever so slightly so things go a bit smoother. An example of that would just be like, "Oh, hey, how's it going? The day was great. How was your day?" And that kind of thing, just to start off. Not like immediately getting to business. Just some, not really icebreakers, but just a bit of chat, so I could like understand your tone, how you're feeling, just from like the little communication we have. Does your communication style preference tend to be in depth or short or vague? It tends to be vague. Most of the time, I mainly just wing it. As I communicate with one person more and more, I get a better understanding on how I should be around them. In most scenarios, I try to just alleviate any sort of tension that may be in the air before I make a kind of moves on them, such as a silly joke or something for that matter. Explain what effective communication means to you. What do you people need to do to be an effective communicator? Effective communication to me means that you're able to successfully get your point across. People need to be good, effective communicators so that the other person clearly understands goals and ideologies you have in place. This is so in order for confusions, misunderstandings, or conflicts to arise. Um, it's to prevent from them to happen, because if you don't get your point across fully, or if you don't even get it across at all in the first place, then there's going to be some misconceptions that arise at some point during your conversation. Thank you. Bye.